Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Rodney Leandro here. Hope you're well. It's Mastermind here, and I'm bringing you some more Forex analysis, some more Forex information. And I have some announcements that I need to make before I go into the charts. So, yeah, listen up. It's some very good information. Let me just get up these slides. Okay, so for those who don't know, my Instagram is mastermind r underscore, and my YouTube is Rodney Leandro Mastermind. I have some valuable content on both, um, and feel free to ask me any questions through these platforms. Okay, so what I am bringing up is things that are coming up in the future. And the first thing that I'm very excited about is free Forex signals. So I'm creating a Telegram group to give people free Forex signals. And how will this work? People within that group can see my analysis, can interact with myself and other people within the group, and you'll be able to copy and paste the trades that I'm taking, the trades that I've analyzed. All you need to do is literally copy and paste. So if I say buy gold at this price, you buy it at that price. If I say sell the pound against the US dollar at that price, you sell it at that price. All the analysis has been done for you. You just need to literally take the trades. And there's only one requirement for you to take these signals, and that's by you signing up to the broker that I'm with. Any other questions you have about these signals, just let me know. Just shoot them to me. And if you want to see my results, they're actually on my highlights on my Instagram. So my first highlight, it says multiply, and it's like multiply money. You can see my results and the results that the team's been having as well. So there's a team that I mentor and support. So you can see their results as well, my results. And if you want to find out the basics of Forex, I've got a video as well on YouTube that is called Forex Basics. And that teaches you the things you need to know, in order for you to place a trade and for you to understand the risk to reward so you can put the odds in your favor. So the next thing is an FTMO partnership. So there is a company that we'll partner up with, and they will give people funding so that those people can trade for that company. And how it works is the company would give you 20 to 30K funding for you to trade for them, and you have to grow the account by 10% each week, and you take 70% of the profits. Before they give you that funding, you need to go through a 2-month trial period, and you need to pay £200 or £300 for that trial period to go and trial. And what you have to do is grow the account by 10 to 15% for the month, and only have 2 to 5% drawdown. So this is for advanced traders who have been receiving support and mentorship for 6 months plus, and now want to start trading for a company. And if you're seeing 70% profit from growing a 20K account by 10% each week, it's around 5,600 that you're going to be seeing a month. Imagine a 30K account, and imagine if you actually grow it by more than 10% each week, what the numbers will be looking like. This money can allow you to pay for all your living expenses and bills and some luxury things. It can give you the time and money to go into other projects. Wealthy and successful people have more than one income stream. They don't just work a job. So if you do want to get ahead and be wealthy, you need to do what the wealthy people are doing, and that's having more than one income stream, especially today when economic downturn is taking people's incomes, taking people's jobs. You have to diversify your income. Now, what we do is there's a team that I'm with, and we mentor, we support, we teach people to trade Forex. We teach them, we mentor them, and we support them, and they can learn everything and anything. And they can also get one-to-one mentorship if they need that as well. And why do you need a mentor in anything you do? It's because the mentor has done what you want to do, and they've done it not through theory, they've done it through their life experiences and through real actions. So they've done what you want to do, and they can teach you how to do it as well, because they've actually done it. They've actually done it. It's like Ronaldo teaching you how to be a pro footballer, or Beyonce teaching you how to be, a singer. These are things that they do, not just theory-wise. So they can definitely teach you how to do it as well. Having a mentor allows you to minimize time for success. Time is very important. So if you can minimize time for success, why would you not want to do that? That allows you to be more effective and more productive. It will also minimize, having a mentor will minimize losses and mistakes. When it comes to investing and business, the learning is in the mistakes. The learning's in the doing. The learning's in the failures. It's not like having a job or education. You learn through mistakes and through failing. But if you have a mentor, then there will be less mistakes. There will be less failure, and you will still be able to learn. But yeah, the learning is really in the doing, and having a mentor is good. Risk to reward, because I know a lot of people think there's risk in trading because you might have had a bad experience or heard about, trading, and it involves investing money, and then you just think it's risky. So what I've actually done is looked for a definition of risk, and I'm going to speak about risk to reward to really show you that risk can be managed and you can put the odds in your favor. Yes, absolutely. Yes, you can do that. You can. Okay. So risk implies future uncertainty about a deviation from expected earnings or expected outcome. Average profitable trader, that's what I'm going to go into next. But did we see what risk is? Risk implies future uncertainty about a deviation from expected earnings or expected outcome. Okay, how do we manage risk in Forex? Is by putting the odds in your favor, having a risk to reward of 1 to 3 and above. I'll show you exactly what that means. So now the average profitable trader, so we're talking about the average trader who sees profit and has success, they win 3 out of 10 trades. That's a low amount of wins. They win 3 out of 10 trades, but how are they still profitable and successful? It's because of their risk to reward. So this is a real life example of a trade or some trades that I've taken, with gold, risking 50 pips to gain 400 pips. That's a risk to reward of 1 to 8. That means the 1 win is equivalent to 8 losses. So I just need to win once and I can lose 8 times in the future, and it will just be the equivalent of that 1 win. That's what it means. And we're going to use numbers now, money wise. So if we're risking 50 pips to gain 400 pips, then that means that we're risking, on a 0.01 lot size, it means we're risking £5 to gain £40. On a 0.1 lot size, it means that we're risking £50 to get £400. So that's, £850 profit that can be made if we're taking 10 trades, we win 3 and we lose 7 times. So let's look. As we can see, 7 losses is going to be minus 350. 4 wins is going to be plus 1,200. So you've had more losses, but because your risk to reward is concrete and the odds are in your favor, you are seeing profits. Does that make sense? Do you see how we are managing risk and putting the odds in our favor? So then the question is, how is Forex really risky? How is it risky? And if you're also only using 1 to 3% of your account on one trade, how can you lose a lot of money? How can you blow an account? How can you do these things? It's very, very unlikely for you to do those things. Let me just really put it out there and get you to understand, because, this is how profitable traders trade. This is the things that they look at. If you have any questions about these things, just let me know. Don't focus on too many pairs when you trade. Focus on around 6 to 7 pairs. Less is more. You can gain more pips with better risk to reward. Just find a strategy that allows you to do that. There's so many different strategies that work. Find one that allows you to do that. Or, get a mentor that's going to teach you that. Or within your signal group that you're in, make sure that the signals, are at the take profits at the TPs that you'd want them to hit. All right, so yeah, any questions, hit me up. I'm gonna quickly go into the charts and just look at some things. Before I even do that, let's look at some before and afters that I've actually taken. So we're gonna start on gold before. Just waiting for it to load. Hurry up. But yeah, I hope everything in the slides makes sense, and I hope you guys are excited for the Forex signals, the free Forex signals that are coming up as well. Can we see that? Okay, so if I do that, yes, it will go after. Okay, so what can we see here? We had equal highs, some equal highs here. So we know that there was liquidity there before, and there was liquidity there again. And what did we see here? We can see that structure is showing us that price is trending down, because we have high, low, higher high, higher low, higher high, high low there, or a high high here, and we're waiting for the higher low right there. Or let me more say higher low, lower low, higher low, lower low, higher low, lower low. So that's what we was waiting for. And we also had the institutional candle that was right here on the 30 minutes. And I think there was one right here. There was a bit of imbalance within this area as well. So there was imbalance. If you don't know what these terms means, I can explain them, or just, yeah, go on Google. But yeah, I can explain what it means if you don't know what it means. So what did we do? We got in for a sell, and we was waiting for it to go down here. This sell was a 50 pip stop loss, 400 pip gain. And what did it do? Price blew through that 400 pips. It probably done about, 500 to 600 pips. And depending on what lot size you use, if you used a standard 1.00 off that one trade, you would have made £4,000. You was risking £500 to make £4,000. On a 0.1, risking, as we've said, £50 to make £400. So that was a successful trade. That was good. Let me show you another example. And I actually made a video about this example. So I made a video, then it happened. And you can go watch that video as well and then look at the market. It actually happened. All right, so GCAD as well. What did we see on GCAD? As you can clearly see, there was a lot of liquidity in this area. A lot of liquidity. Our buy to sell up before the down. Then we know the smart money, the banks and hedge fund investors have pushed price within this area to come back up to mitigate and go the other way. And there were lows here. That was the target. On gold, there was lows as well. That was the target before. So we know that price is going to this area here. And we had the higher high, but where was the higher low? Okay, and we can see it right here. We can see it right here. Or let's really say that's a higher low and that's a lower low. Higher low and a lower low. But yeah, this was a 30 or 28. It was about a 28 pip stop loss to catch 300 pips. So we risked £28 to make £300. We risked £280 to make £3,000. Can you see how putting the odds in your favor using good risk to reward allows you to really be profitable? This is how you can really compound and grow an account, and you're not taking too many trades. You're not taking too many trades. So let's quickly go and see what I see for gold, because I want to wrap up the video when it gets to about 20 minutes. I don't want to make it too long. I've got a lot coming up. Any questions, just ask me. So as we can see, yeah, so it was the lower low I was talking about, lower high and lower low. So what we're waiting for this buy, so we're actually in this sell now. We're actually in this sell now. So look, up before the down move, came back up to mitigate, so we're in this sell. So look at the risk to reward. Can you see where it says risk to reward ratio? 1 to 6. Risk to reward 1 to 19 risk to reward, 1 to 10. So that means you can lose 19 times. You can lose 10 times. That's the equivalent of 1 win. You can lose 6 times. That's the equivalent of 1 win. And this is done about 200 pips, another 400 pips to do. So let's just say it's done £200. There's another £400 still to make. Let's say it's done £2,000. There's another £4,000 to make, depending on your lot size. Okay. So we're waiting for price to come into this area of imbalance or liquidity. And if you go on a 30-minute, you can actually see that the imbalance price may react off of this imbalance and start going up. Or let's say it hits our stop loss and keeps going down, then this will be the area that it will react from. We can see the down before the up move. Price hasn't yet mitigated. There's imbalance and there's lows here. There's liquidity. So price has to come here or here to take these orders. So as you can see, let's say that this trade doesn't hit, then we lose £47, or on a bigger account, £470. And we're trying to gain £8,000 or £800. But now if it goes to this area, we will make £1,000 or £10,000. And we're risking, what are we risking? We are risking about £100 or £1,000 to make 10,000 or 1,000, you know. And we may even be able to reduce the stop loss. I will try and do some more analysis. So if you want to update an analysis, just hit me up. Okay, what do we see for CAD? So if we kind of zoom out. So it beautifully reacted off of this last up before the down, mitigated. I was in that trade. I called it in the groups that were in the Discord groups, so people can check that out. I think I got a picture as well that I posted on my Insta. It may be on my highlights, the before and after of that. But did I save it here as well? No, I actually didn't. So yeah, I may go and resave it. Have to redo the analysis. But yeah, what we see is price has done the high, gone low, come back up here, come back down here, and where it is, there's imbalance. There's imbalance right here, and then there's lows here that needs to be cleared out. So it may come back up. So it's done the pattern of the double bottom, go back up, come back down, take out these lows. That is 1 to 10. Look at the stop loss, 12 pips, £12 to make £100. £120 to make £1,000. You know, 1 to 10 risk to reward. What do we see here? Okay. So yeah, GCAD, that was last week's trade. If you see, it was up there. All right, there was imbalance here. So what we're waiting for here is for price to come back to this area. As you can kind of see here, it was doing the highs, consolidating. Now it's doing lows. So waiting for it to come back up to kind of match what price was doing here, and to make a higher low than a lower low. So that's what we're waiting for. It's 1 to 8. Euro AUD. We're looking for a buy. Institutional candle right there. Liquidity there. There's also some liquidity there as well. So we've seen the down, the up, but we haven't seen the mitigation right here. So we're waiting for it to mitigate. 1 to 8, £24 risk to make £200, £240 risk to make £2,000. Anything on GN? Yeah, this is what we might be able to see on GN. Look, it's downtrending, so we're looking for the sell. There's the buy to sell. That's what we're looking and waiting for. Euro GBP didn't really. Yeah, so we see this. So there's a lot of imbalance there. It took out these highs. Some violent candles, was fast, may not last. But if it is to continue to go up, it may come back down to retrace. Off of that, sell to buy, 24 pips to make 200 pips. GBP USD. Yeah, so we see the buy on Euro GBP, but we see the sell on GBP USD. That's what we're waiting for on that. So yeah, it's either gonna come to this area or maybe the imbalance, or maybe we need to do another entry for the imbalance, and that's look 30 pips, catching 330 pips. That's 1 to 10 risk to reward. SPX 500. Potentially see I'll buy in that area, but yeah. Gold and SPX 500, just watch out. The pip count is crazy, so just watch out for them. And yeah, that's more or less what I see. Just check Forex Factory as well for news. Yeah, I think I'm at 20 minutes. Any questions you have, just hit me up. Look out for the new stuff that's coming out. And thanks for your time, guys. Thank you very much.